billions of people in the world. On any given day, we meet a handful of people. But have you felt lonely even when you're surrounded with people? Have you felt that hint of loneliness in a crowd? Let's unpack this feeling with a little story. Last week, when I was finishing my yoga class, there were about 10-15 people in that session. And when it ends, we all get out of the room, we all go back to our lockers, and then everybody started packing their things. And there was an awkward silence. For that 1 hour, we were all in the same room, in the same heat, with the same instructor. We had a lot of common things to talk about. But nobody really did that. Everybody was just in a rush to gather their things, check their phones, and then just quietly escape out of there. I was also doing the same, and there was this girl right next to me, and I just, out of nowhere, I just asked her, "So how did you go today?" And now, in my eyes, she is just perfect in our class. She should have no insecurities whatsoever. But the moment I asked her, she just relayed back to me how after half the class she couldn't do much, how the heat was a bit too much for her today, and she also complimented me on my form. And then we just continued collecting our things, and then we walked back to our cars together. During that whole time, we were just chatting with each other. By the time, in that short 5-10 minutes, we both knew about each other as to what we are struggling in our class, who is our favorite instructor, and we also got to know what we both do for a living. That was the start of a connection. Had I not asked her, "How did you do that day?" I don't believe we would have ever spoken to each other, and just like all the other people in the classroom, we would still be strangers. So that's the lesson I took out of all of this, to just let me introduce myself. Let me ask people how they're doing. Because most of the time, people are wanting to share their struggles. People love to talk about themselves, but nobody gives them the space to do that. Maybe you can be the person who does that. Maybe you can be the person who asks people to share their experiences. Maybe next time when you finish your gym or your yoga or your dance class or anything else that you do with other people, ask them, how did they go with it? You never know what will flow out of it. I'll see you in the next one.